It's a damn mess around here. Don't even look at it. Just look over here. Don't even look over there. That's for the Walking Dead day. I didn't clean up my mess yet. Oh, man. Anyway, I'll discuss that later. I will discuss you later. Anyway, today I want to talk about... Maybe we should take him out of this plastic coffin. Today I want to talk about Dead Rabbit, the comic book. See, come on. See, I went into the comic shop to get the Walking Dead comic. And I'm always looking for a good story to read in comic book format. Always. The only problem, though, is nowadays the comic industry is just... wow. There's so much bad stuff. There's so much bad stuff. It's not even funny. So I was nervous. My favorite color is green. I was like, oh, that pops. I like it. I'm digging this. The red eyes, the X's, the blood, the brass knuckles. Ooh, I like it. Dead Rabbit. Don't know what that means, but I like it. I think that was a gang. I remember. Wasn't that name of a gang or a made-up gang or something? The Dead Rabbits? Wait a minute. From Gangs in New York. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm like, I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to take the chance. This is what I do when I look for a new comic. I like the cover. Interesting. I look for what issue it is, because if it's a big number, I'll go back to the old stock and see if I can get an issue number 1. And then I'll open it up and I'll look at the art. And if the cover's really good, they do this a lot. I hate it. The cover's really good art. They get like this crazy artist to do an insane piece. You open it up and it's like the worst scribbled art you've ever seen in your life in a professional comic or in a comic shop. I hate that. I immediately shut it. I think you should... The same artist for an issue number 1 or whatever that does the inside needs to do the outside. The same artist and the same style needs to be on the outside, just to show them what you're advertising. Anyway, Dead Rabbit, look at that. This is what I saw. Yeah, I'll take a shot. Let's see if it's any good. I had an 80% chance I was going to hate this. That's what I thought going into it. So it's this, it opens up with the neighborhood talking about this old criminal from the 90s. They're like, oh, he was a badass. He stole millions of dollars. He punched one dude in the face and broke all his teeth, and he's crazy. And they're going over all this crazy stuff that he's a legend. I love that. They're talking about him like he's a legend. And then this chick in a wheelchair is like, yo, Martin, they're talking about you again. And they're saying, where is he? Where's the rabbit? He's been, the dead rabbit. He's been gone since the 90s, since like 1997. He disappeared. And they said, where is he? And he goes, well, if they guessed I'm wipe my ass or something. I forget what he says. Hemorrhoids are butt fucking him to death. It was like a shocking, like, what? But then the story unfolds. It tells a little bit about his past, just kind of like a reflection of, in the beginning, the neighborhood is talking about how crazy it was, and then they show where he's at in his life, and it's like a shock. It's like, geez. And then he kind of shows the past wasn't as exciting as they made it seem. It was different, but he still enjoyed it, right? I like that picture. He's like, don't need it. Eat this. He's got a fist. Brass knuckles. I don't know why that's funny, but anyway, so he's leaving and he's going back to work. He ran through all his money and he's going on a job. So he's in the Walmart, it looks like, or the store they call it. And he notices this guy with a cart of stuff. He's like, oh shit, I know what that means. You're hiding a body or getting rid of a body. And then he goes to follow him. I'm not going to show you the whole story. I do want you to read it because I do highly recommend that. But I'm giving you the setup of it. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Let's see. There it is. I didn't even know it was a full wraparound cover. Dead Rabbit, issue number 1. I'm not sure at all what type of story it's going to be. I just know they do this cool. They showcase his old past. And again, it's only a little bit to get you to understand the flow of the story. His old past, where he's at nowadays, and then it goes into him going back into his work, and witnesses see him, and then they show the old criminal element. And the criminal element is like, listen, we're going to get that guy. If he really came back, we're going to get him. Nowadays, we get comics that are so crap. They're just crap. This doesn't seem to have a lot of that in it. I mean, you could tell, I encourage anybody, it doesn't matter what story you want to tell. You can tell any story you want, but nowadays, this is the comic book industry. And we'll have a separate discussion about this in a different day. But if you even just go on Twitter, it'll open your eyes to the comic book pros. And just 60-70%, they're as disgusting as the people they're fighting. Just the shit they say on Twitter and how they lump people up in just categories. And no wonder why so many people on the other side, you know, of the whatever is beefing with them. Right now there's a beef. There's a beef between one side, and they call each other different things, but I'm just saying there's one side and then the other side, and they're all fighting each other in the comics industry. But I think the most creatively destructive thing is you constantly see them go, oh, I got in a fight with a homophobe, so I'm going to make all my characters gay in the next issue. And it's like, creatively, you don't deserve your job. You should be fired. You should be kicked out of the entire industry. If you get in a fight with someone on Twitter and then you take it out on everyone else and just ruin whatever creative stories you got, and yeah, turning every single character gay and every single comic you touch is ruining it. Turning every single character anything, you know what I'm saying, is going to ruin it. It's going to restrict the creativity. So this comic has none of that. And it's got a really cool story. I don't want to reveal too much, but I give this a high recommend. 100%. 100%. I hope this is definitely good. And like I said, I don't even know, or at least I don't think I know, these guys involved in this comic. And they could be hardcore SJW to the fullest. I don't even give a damn. I still recommend this because it's not filled with any type of rhetoric. It doesn't matter to what side, you know. SJW or anti-SJW, anything to the extreme is going to annoy the reader. Just give us a good story. Plain and simple. That's it, you know. And that's what this is right here. I like that cover too. Anyway, I'm going to give that a high recommend. Dead Rabbit. I'm going to look up more when I get issue number 2. Maybe we'll discuss a little bit about the creative team, and maybe I'll look up some interviews and see what direction they want to take this comic, what kind of ideas they had for it. Anyway, that's my little Ronnie Recommends the Dead Rabbit comic book. Issue number 1 just came out because it was on the new table yesterday. All right, guys, thoughts and opinions down in the comment box. If you read this, what were your thoughts about it? Are you familiar with the creative team? If so, what are your thoughts about them? And if you guys want to have a little more discussions of the state of the comic industry, let me know, because I do want to have some more discussions. I'm not picking a side, though. I'm put me in the middle. Just give me some good stories. Everyone else, just shut the hell up. Like, plain and simple. But it's just ridiculous. Anyway, put your thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. We also have, I grabbed this because I thought this was interesting. There's no, like, anything. It's a virgin cover. Nothing on it. And I was like, man, that kind of looks like, you know, some artwork we would show in my comic coming up. Not as much, I mean, we'd have the colorings way off, you know, but we'd show something similar to that. And then we'd have more like a realistic, you know, coloring pattern, but that's just the style that shows. So then I grabbed, it's 9, 10, there should be an 11 here, and 11. I'm hoping it's good. If it's good, I'm going to go back to issue number 1. If it's not, I'm just going to sell these. And then we have Die, 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 issue number 3 coming up behind this one. All right, guys. Thoughts and opinions in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.